Imagine yourself in a world where wisdom is measured not by the breadth of words you speak, but by the depth of what you perceive. In this universe of constant noise and unrestrained expression arises an essential question: which of these paths truly enriches our existence? Between the clamor of voices seeking to be heard and the wise silence of those who prefer to observe, which is the true treasure? Sadhguru invites us to reflect on the distinction between expression and perception. While expression can serve as an outlet for our emotions, it is in profound perception that we find the true richness of life. In this intriguing dialogue between speaking and listening, we explore not only the fleeting impact of words but the lasting influence of silent understanding. Let us delve into this debate and discover together which path leads us to a more fulfilled and meaningful life. But what is the value of this to life? In every journey, whether yours or anyone else's, we encounter two distinct types: those who delight in speaking and those who prefer to listen attentively. Amidst these choices emerges the wisdom to discern which path is truly more rewarding. Each step taken along this road of existence should be driven by a deep restlessness, a burning desire for authenticity, and a legitimate fear of being lost in mere superficiality. Some people are interested in expression, others in perception. Which of these options truly enriches your life? It's not expression. If you do something with your fundamental consciousness, the impact you leave is eternal. Therefore, do not focus your life on expression, for it will be in vain. Focus on perception. Let this life be a life of perception. You ask me whether it is better to have diarrhea or constipation. Allow me to explore the pros and cons of these two conditions with a touch of humor, laughs. But are these the only options available? In fact, there is a more balanced and healthy way. For those facing constant internal conflicts, I ask, what do you really think about this? This question goes beyond your emotions, though they have their importance. My choice to be a yogi does not exclude the possibility of being a businessman or academic. On the contrary, I have chosen this path because I deeply believe it can have the greatest impact in this generation. Are you an expressive or perceptive person? Many people tend to be more expressive, while others are the opposite. But what is the right way to live? Sadhguru says there are some fundamentals that need to be addressed first. Let's take a closer look. Perception versus expression. Some people find pleasure in verbal expression, while others prefer the role of attentive listeners. Wisdom lies in discerning which of these approaches is more beneficial for you. While some dedicate themselves to the art of expression, others excel in the art of perception. It is in the depth of perception that we truly enrich our lives, not merely in the ability to verbally express oneself. You may be influenced by Freud and modern psychoanalysis, which say you should express yourself, otherwise you will go crazy. You will express your madness, and that is the biggest problem in the world today. Everyone is busy expressing their insanities, limitations, prejudices, and opinions. What good is this expression? Sorry, but perception is what enriches life. Your journey should be dedicated to personal refinement, not mere external expansion. I invite you to reflect deeply on this. In this present moment, take time to simply observe. Consider all the things you have expressed throughout life, stripping away the social context and contemplating its essence as vital experience. You came into the world on a certain day and will depart on another. Between these two moments, what will truly remain significant are the perceptions you have developed. It is what you have understood and absorbed that will truly enrich and prolong the impact of your life. Birds singing are more pleasant than all these humans tweeting. Expression is like expanding life. Perception is refining it. Your life should be about refinement, not about expansion. If you feel the urge to express what little you have perceived, I suggest waiting for an opportune moment. This restlessness is present worldwide today. It is no longer a phenomenon restricted to the United States. There is a widespread restlessness, especially among young people who aspire to completeness in their lives before their 20s. Everything you achieve in life should stem from an inner restlessness, an impulse to exist fully, and a fear of not finding an outlet for that expression. There is no need to fear expressing yourself, because when you delve deep into your perception, your expression naturally manifests. not necessarily through words or obvious actions, but silently and significantly. Those who experience this integrity are truly awakened to life. When the planet disappears, the solar system has its lifespan. When it self-destructs or explodes, what you have done at the level of your consciousness will not disappear. When the physicist dies, I'm not talking about an individual, but even when the solar system dies, the universe dies, the galaxy dies, what you have done at the level of your consciousness will leave a trail forever and will always be available to humanity, to any being with the necessary perception. It will always be available. Today, in my experience, if I simply sit here, for me, whether it's Yogi, Krishna, Buddha, or any of the yogis who transcended their physical nature, they are all alive and present in this moment. They are not just figures of the past. Their presence is tangible here and now. When I reflect on their lives and teachings, I feel their proximity as if they are here with us, for their wisdom resonates through the centuries and continues to influence our spiritual understanding and daily practice. If you do something with your physical body, it leaves a certain trace in existence and extinguishes itself. If you do something powerful with your mind, it leaves a larger trace, but it too will fade over time. If you reverberate your physical energy in a certain way, it will leave a much larger trace and last longer, but it will also die. But if you do something beyond that, if you do something with your fundamental consciousness, the trail you leave will be eternal. Therefore, do not direct your life solely towards the pursuit of expression, as it may result in waste. Instead, focus on deep perception. Let this journey be a constant quest for inner understanding. Every spiritual practice, every sadhana, is primarily aimed at expanding perception. Today, in our teacher training program, I often ask not to rush into expressing something you do not fully understand. This is crucial, as superficiality can easily masquerade as wisdom, posing a real danger. I am always cautioning teachers to be vigilant, for in the digital age, books and the internet often mislead people into believing they deeply understand something when in fact they are only scratching the surface of true knowledge. Limitation is the greatest poison. It is not necessary to do something negative. Limitations are the basis of your suffering. People spread limited ways of thinking, feeling, and experiencing. This is the greatest poison humanity has ever swallowed. The less expression it finds, the better. If it finds no expression at all, that's great. One of the most essential practices for strengthening your Akashic self and cultivating a meaningful presence in life is deep silence. Many choose to remain silent for long periods, not to suppress, but to allow perception to flourish without the interference of superficial expression. What can we really express? It is essential to listen carefully to what creation and the primordial source have to tell us. We must dedicate ourselves to deep perception, rather than simply externalizing our experiences in a scattered manner. Spiritual practice, or sadhana, is predominantly aimed at expanding perception. If we choose to turn it into a vehicle for unrestrained expression, we risk reinforcing our own limitations. It is preferable that such limitations find no expression, as they can negatively contaminate the environment around us. I'm not saying you'll spread bad thoughts, bad emotions, or bad energy. No. Some people have been doing sadhana for 25 years, and we don't allow them to speak even once. They just need to deepen their perception forever. What you need to perceive is 1,000,000 times greater than what you could express. Some people in the world are expressive and emotional, while others are more composed. But which is better? Let's listen to Sadhguru's perspective on how we should handle our emotions while dealing with others in our life. I am an extremely emotional person, where my feelings manifest intensely, whether in moments of great happiness or deep sadness. However, my mother is the complete opposite. She keeps her emotions guarded, rarely letting on what she is feeling. While I may appear more vibrant and interesting to be around, my mother possesses a notable composure that helps her calmly handle various challenging situations. Both styles have their merits, but which is truly better? You ask me whether it is better to have diarrhea or constipation. Let's discuss the pros and cons of these two conditions. If you have diarrhea, you need a free bathroom always, because when you need to use it, time runs very fast. so it is called race. The inconvenience of going to the bathroom is offset by relief. If you stay hydrated, diarrhea can be bearable. But it is inconvenient and a bit tricky if there is no bathroom nearby. Are these the only options? No, there is a healthy approach where you can have regular bowel movements, going to the bathroom once or twice a day, and feeling fine the rest of the time. This is what we are discussing, a healthy way of being. It's not just about your emotions, though they are fundamental and essential. It is crucial to maintain emotional balance if you wish to fully explore all other areas of life. Why are we talking about constipation? It's a very basic aspect. Some people have problems with me because their idea of a yogi or mystic comes from a calendar image, where there must be a constipated look on the face. Because I don't look constipated, they have doubts. Is he really a yogi? Constipation creates a more composed atmosphere, but it will slowly hit a limit. For those who are constantly struggling with themselves, I say, look at me. I don't seem like someone who would dedicate myself to something that doesn't work, because I have the conviction that I can make anything work. I'm not a yogi simply because I can't be a businessman, an academic, a scientist, or a political leader. I have the ability to embrace any of these paths, but I chose this one because I sincerely believe it can have the greatest impact in this generation. Expression is a strong way to show your emotions. At the same time, composure is a strong way to hide your emotions. But perception is always better than expression, as explained by Sadhguru. We deeply appreciate your company on this journey of discovery and reflection on wisdom and perception. May we all walk together towards a fuller and more meaningful life, exploring the depth of our understanding, rather than simply increasing the number of words. Did you like this video? Then don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the Seeds of Mystic Wisdom channel for more inspiring content like this, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your interaction is crucial for us to continue spreading these seeds of wisdom throughout the world. Until our next meeting, may your journey be guided by perception and the continuous pursuit of deeper understanding. Thank you for watching.